Hey everyone, it's your favorite corgi here, Rudy. The other day on Instagram, I made a post saying to leave your questions that you had for me uh, in the comment section, and a bunch of you guys left really, really good questions, so I'm just going to be going through them and answering pretty much all of them. Alright, so the first one is from Adept Arcade, who says, why did you pick a corgi as your Sona slash fursuit character? Um, The main reason that I am always drawn to corgi characters is, I mean, goodness gracious, corgis are just the cutest, right? Like, they got little stubby legs, just little fat bodies. They're perfect, and they're really just good for being expressive fursuit characters. Um, I definitely am able to produce the emotions and expressions that I want through a corgi. And this person, whose name I can't pronounce, asks, "Is it hard to walk in my suit?" And yes, it is. It's very, very difficult to walk. I mean, I don't really have a reference of like other full suits, but I think in comparison to one without the dropped crotch padding, it's Rudy's very hard to walk in. It's more of a waddle than an actual walk, but it's cute. It's cute. Shade Stuck asks what my favorite thing about the fandom is. Um, oh god, that's a hard question. I really just like how welcoming everyone in the fandom is. I really have made a lot of friends through just my Instagram and stuff on like never met them in real life. Just they know the fursuit and they got to know me, and I some of my best friends are people I've met just because I've got this little guy. Stardust Soda Paws asks, what was your favorite moment from fursuiting, and what is your worst moment from fursuiting? My favorite moment from fursuiting is probably when I was at a local con the first October that I got Rudy. Um, there was this little boy who was probably like he was probably like 4 or 5, and he had a little Batman costume on, and he just followed me around like the whole convention and just would waddle behind me, and it was just the cutest thing on the planet. And he just really loved the costume and was just so little that he probably thought that I was this real 6 foot tall corgi waddling around. As far as a worst moment from a con, I haven't really had any. Really, the worst thing that happens to me at cons is sometimes there'll be creepers that follow me around, especially when I'm out of suit. Well, but other than that, I haven't really had any bad moments at cons. I don't really have a long tail, so no one pulls my tail or anything like that. May Borowski asks what my favorite lemonade flavor is, and that's a really good question. I love strawberry lemonade more than anything. Strawberry lemonade is the best flavor on the planet. Like don't even come at me with other lemonade flavors. Strawberry lemonade only. Petunia Sloth asks, "Can we hang out at Anthrocon?" Of course we can. You're my sloth mom. We have to hang out at Anthrocon. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait to see you and Izzy and everyone at Anthrocon. I'm so excited. Marley the Band Geek asks what my favorite local con is and advice on keeping cool in a fursuit at conventions. My favorite local convention is definitely SubasaCon. It's held around October, and it's probably the biggest convention that we get around here. It's really fun. There's probably about 4 or 5 fursuiters that go there, so it's a good little community for us to just get to see each other once a year. As for tips on staying cool in fursuits, I definitely recommend just keeping a lot of water with you. Definitely having a handler with you who can help you take breaks when needed. I haven't tried the ice vests, but I heard, or icy vests or whatever, but I heard that they're really helpful, just a little on the expensive side. Husky Hiccups asks what my favorite memory or memories are from the furry fandom. Um, Probably my favorite memory is the day that I got Rudy in. Checking the porch and seeing the giant cardboard box and just dragging it inside and just tearing into it is probably one of the best experiences I've ever had. And I'll probably never forget about it, honestly. Yeah, that's probably my favorite memory. Raptor Pup asks, what's my favorite con I've been to, and then what's the con I'm looking forward to the most? I honestly haven't been to a lot of cons, so my favorite one is probably SubasaCon again. Like I said, it's just a really fun local con to go to. The one I'm looking forward to going to the most is definitely AnthroCon. I've never been to a furry convention before, so I'm really excited to go to like the biggest furry convention. And I know I'll have a bunch of people like Petunia and Izzy and all those people helping me out, and I'm really just can't wait. Monster Mutt 360 asks if I could choose any fursuit maker to make my suit, who would I choose and why? Um, I would probably choose either Phoenix Nest because I have wanted a suit from them since I was like 12 years old and joined the furry fandom. Their style has just gotten better and better every single year, and their bodysuits are just the cutest thing on the planet. And second place would definitely go to Autumn Fallings or Autumn's Fallings, because once again, their bodysuits are just the cutest thing. I definitely want to get a cat made by them one day, hopefully, fingers crossed. Bleeding Snow asks what my favorite Munchkin cat is, and they know that 100% 13 is my favorite Munchkin cat. They're so cute. 13's like the best cat on the planet. No one can argue with me on that. They also wanted to know what my favorite fursuiter is, even a popular fursuiter. I know it's probably basic, but Telephone has always been my favorite fursuit. It was the first one that I saw, and honestly, Telephone's the reason that I'm in the fandom today. So she's definitely my favorite, always, always and forever. Marina Monet wants to know, when did I first join the furry fandom? This is always a hard question because I honestly can't remember when I first joined the fandom. Because I really have always been drawn to animals and have always drawn the more anthropomorphic animals. If I had to give an exact age, I'd probably say somewhere around 12 or 13 is when I really like actively was in the furry fandom and tried to get a fursuit and started drawing my persona and stuff like that. Awkward Anomaly wants to know how I joined the fandom. The way that I remember first joining the fandom was I was on I think it was iFunny or something like that, something cringy like that. And I was just going through the recently added and I saw a GIF of Telephone and some other fursuiters. I can't remember which ones. I think it was like Ace the Fox or something. But I was so drawn to Telephone because I thought it was just such a creative character, and I hadn't really seen fursuits before then, so I like took to the internet to try to find out what this fursuit was. And just from there, I just really liked the idea of owning a fursuit, and I wanted to make my own persona like immediately. It was super fun, super cool way to get into the fandom, I guess. I think a lot of people share that experience too if they saw Telephone, and that's kind of the thing that brought them into the fandom. So it's a cool thing to share with other people. Well, thank you guys so much for asking so many good questions. It was really fun answering all of them, and I hope I can upload a lot more videos on this channel, so it's not just a Q&A channel. So leave some comments if you have any like skit ideas, or like if you want to see me do a fursuit, dance off kind of thing. I'm really up for anything. I just need video ideas. Bye guys!